Hello, welcome back to Designing AI Driven Personalized and Adaptive Learning Environments. I am Amit Paikrao. Uh, Today we are going to discuss about the cognitive tutor. We are going to give you a demo of a math tutor. What is cognitive tutor? A cognitive tutor is an advanced intelligent tutoring system based on ACTR theory of human cognition. It utilizes a cognitive model, a computational representation of human thought, to provide learners with a context sensitive, just in time help as they work through complex problems. What is cognitive tutor? Cognitive tutor has four different module. So first one is a cognitive model, which has a consider it as a expert brain. It has a if and then production rules. It doesn't just know the answer, but it knows the strategies, different strategies uh, that have been used to reach to that particular answer. It also has the model tracing. The system monitors every student's action in real time. It basically compares all the actions with the cognitive model and provide the immediate feedback and context sensitive hints. Also, it has the knowledge tracing. Basically, it can show you that which skills are mastered over time, allowing the tutor to select the next best problem depending upon which skill is already mastered. And that is why it can provide the different scaffolds to different students. So basically, it not only give the grading of the final answer, it supports the process through hints on demand, and it can also flag the immediate errors, which reduces the frustration and the cognitive load of the learner. Uh, Basically, this cognitive tutors gives us the adaptiveness and flexibility. This math tutor uses the object Petri nets to dynamically adjust the pedagogical strategy for every student. Also, it facilitates the learning by doing. This is basically rooted in constructivism theories or theory of learning. The system supports students as they actively construct their own knowledge through cooperative problem solving. It also has the multiple agents cooperation. So specialized agents like theoretical or practical, they work together to provide seamless and supportive learning environments. Uh, it gives the visibility into struggle. So it shows detailed performance logs, uh, allow teachers to identify specific misconception immediately rather than waiting for a test. So in cognitive tutor, where does this math tutor fit? And as we have earlier known the different ITS modules like domain model, paid model, also learner model, interface model. Basically, math tutor utilizes all these four. So domain model can be seen with the behavior graph, which can be given by CTAT, that is cognitive tutor authoring tool. It uses the domain knowledge for particular problem, and then it demonstrates the behavior graph of a person. Mm. Then learner model or student model, it utilizes to knowledge tracing and LMS performance database. So each student's skill progress is tracked per problem step. The learner management system stores time on task, hint usage, correct or error rates per skill tag. Uh, Basically, this will help us uh, to tell the system which skill each student has mastered, so problem can be selected adaptively. Also, it utilizes the PED module by example tracer engine and hint sequence. So example tracer, this is basically a pedagogical engine. It decides whether a step is correct, which hint level to serve, and when to block further progress. Multi-level hints are authored per step. Conceptual first, procedural next, and then bottom out last. Basically, this particular PED module or example tracer engine controls how the student is guided. Never gives the answer immediately. It gives always a sequence of hints from general to specific. And then interface model. It is a flash thin client plus teacher dashboard trails. The tutor interface or flash runs on the student's browser. It sends each action as a short message to the server and receive a feedback token back. Then basically this thin client minimizes the hardware requirements and dynamic scaffolding adapts the screen to the student's current step. Uh, what is MathTutor? MathTutor is cognitive tutor as we discussed earlier. Basically, it is designed for the grades 6 to 8. This is free for any student, teacher or parent. This gives us the step-by-step guided problem solving. It covers 5 content strands like numbers, algebra, data, geometry and measurement. Uh, it can be worked as a homework, after school activity or a classroom tool. It also gives us the teacher dashboard with class and student reports. Also, it supports multiple solution strategies per problem. So let's go to the demo of MathTutor and understand how different modules are integrated in the MathTutor and how this hints and everything works out. So this is how interface of MathTutor looks like. This has uh, multiple areas which can be solved. So suppose area, perimeter, circumference, we can solve problems based on that. Then area of polygon and circle, then box and whisker plot, permutation, Pythagorean theorems, slope. So we can go to any one of it. So let's go to maybe area of polygons and circle. Uh, it has so let's go to area of polygons and circle, which has the activities. So suppose this is one particular problem that we have to solve. So this is problem statement. We have to enter our answers in these blocks, and then it will show us what are the skills or concepts that we have understood from the MathTutor. So let's try to solve this particular example. Answer the following question approximating pi as 3.14. Now the segment OA is circle O's radius. The table below will guide you through the steps of finding the area of the circle. Use it to answer the following question. What we have asked is, first one is, if the radius is 2 inches, what is the area of circle O? If you look at this worksheet, so this is the radius is r, it is already given. Then square of the radius is r square. Then area is r square into pi, right? So it is also given the diagram labels. So OA, and then we can do this OA square and OA square into pi, right? So the very first question it has asked, if the radius is 2 inches, what is the area of circle O? So OA, R is OA. It is given in the problem that 2. So let's type 2. Once we type enter, when we enter it as a 2, it will be green in color, and if you see this particular scale, whatever is given has been entered, so it is increased. Now as a student, I don't know what to do in this particular worksheet. R square, how to calculate the R square, I don't know. So I can use a hint. Hint gives in step 2 of finding the area of circle, enter the square of the length of the radius here. So square of the length, 2 square. So maybe we can type 2 into 2, enter. So now we have radius, then r square, and now we have to do r square into pi. I don't know exactly what is the value of r square into pi. So we have r and pi. So either a student can use hint. So let's see, let's enter r into 3.14, enter, and it gives us the correct answer. And if you see, this skill is again increased, the knowledge. Now find area of simple polygon and shape. Now we are able to do this. Now the second problem is practice finding the area using different radius, maybe 5 inches. What is the area of circle of O? I didn't understand the question itself, so I'll use hint. So it says this is step 1 of finding the area of circle. Enter the length of circle radius. So here I can enter 6, let's say 6. No, because in question it is given 5. So it is red, right? So I can also use the hint. This is a step 1 finding the area of circle, enter the length. I don't know, then go to next hint. Radius, it will tell about the what is radius. So radius is segment that connects the circle's center to the circumference. Also don't get it. Then next, what information is given in the question? Read the question 2 again carefully. Again I didn't understand. Then next, it will give you the answer. The radius is 5 inches long. Enter it into a highlighted box. So that is given, right? Now enter. If you see this enter given, which was earlier somewhere here, it is reduced down. Okay, so identification is less now. Now square of the radius, again either I can use the hints or directly enter. Suppose a learner is frustrated because he don't know how to calculate the square of the radius, and he just want to go to the next problem. If he press the done, it will restrict the learner from leaving this worksheet. It will say, I'm sorry, but you are not done yet, please continue working. So it adapts how the learner is solving the problem. Now again let's go to hint. It will show this is step 2 of finding the area of circle. Enter the square of the length. So 5 square, 25. For fun, let's put it 36. So we have entered it wrong. Again let's check about the hint. It will tell us what to do. Then how to calculate that r square. So do you know how to square a value? To square a value, simply multiply the number by itself. For example, 3 squared 9, because 3 into 3 is 9. So it also tells us what are the concepts that we are lacking, and how we can reach to that particular concept. It will give you the formula and the answer of it. So 5 square is 25, enter. Now finally we have to either enter the answer. So 5, that is 25 into 3.5. And finally we got the correct answer. It will give you what are the different skills that we have achieved in this particular example. Then finally we can produce the done. It will take us to the next question, and we can also solve it based on the answer in this particular worksheet. In this particular question, our skills will change. So by practicing this, uh, this particular system traces our knowledge where we have reached, and based on that it adapts to the particular learner, and it gives us the feedback with the help of uh, hints. So this is one example. If you see, we have solved this, so it will show us progress and skill. If you go down, then you can do the similar for the different worksheet. Same if we go to the Pythagorean, run a problem, do all these things, use hints, it will tell us uh, how to reach to the final answer. I will request you to practice this math tutor and try to understand what are the different modules it has integrated from ITS, and how this math tutor is typically a personalized adaptive learning system. Thank you.